take another breath, pedaling out those feet. And then see if you can drop both heels down towards the mat as you reach your tailbone up towards the ceiling, really opening up the backs of those legs. And then push yourself back out into plank. Nice long spine here. Belly button pulling in and up. Neck staying nice and long here. And hold for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Good. Now while staying in this plank position, in this lifted position where your belly is still glued to that spine and you're hovering off of the mat, bend your right knee to bring underneath your hip. Left knee bends, both knees now aligned right underneath your hips. So your belly is still glued to the back, to your back body as you hold this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to draw small circles with our knees on the mat. So I'm drawing my circles counterclockwise. Doesn't matter what direction you go. Just make sure you keep that belly pulled in nice and tight. Trying to keep especially those low abdominals from just sinking down towards the mat. 2 more. And I'm drawing circles like no larger than the size of a dinner plate here. Last one. And reverse. Breathe. Try to relax the shoulders and make sure your jaw isn't super tight. Make sure you're not holding any extra pressure in the shoulder or in the neck. And you can release a lot of that with a deep breath and the thought of just pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Last one. And then step your feet back out into plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down onto your right forearm. So your right forearm is now parallel to the top of your mat. And shift over so that your body is open to the side and your left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. We hold here, making sure this side body, this area underneath your right rib, is lifting up towards the belly button. So you're pulling that side body up and you hold here. Now you can keep your feet stacked like I have mine, or you can keep your left foot on top of the bottom foot. You can lift your leg even higher, or back to where I was, cross legs. We hold here for 3, 2, and then back through center. We switch sides. I'm gonna come over here so you can see me. I'm on my left forearm and I open my chest nice and wide. Gazing up at that ceiling, almost opening past the outside or outside my body to really kind of create a nice open chest here. Keep pulling that waist up, squeezing the glutes. Hold here for 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and come back into plank. Hold your plank in a forearm plank here. And we're going to just hold here for a few counts, keeping that belly pulled in, neck staying nice and long. Think about squeezing your legs together. So your heels are squeezing together, your glutes are engaged, and everything is held in nice and tight here. So you're working your full body. Hold for 3, 2, and then go ahead and tap your right knee down to the mat and lift it back up. Left knee drops, taps the mat, comes back up. And we keep switching our knees just like that as we tap, lift, tap, lift. Make sure that butt isn't shooting up towards the sky. You want a nice long spine here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and both knees Lower all the way down. Take a child's pose. Hips go back to your heels, fingertips reaching nice and long. Take a deep breath in, filling that upper back with some fresh air. And exhaling everything out. Good, we're gonna come back up onto our side plank. So left forearm is back on the mat, parallel to the top of the mat. Right arm comes up towards the sky, and you're gently gonna tap down and lift back up. So you're tapping, I'm about 6 inches tapping in front of my mat here. Really good transverse abdominis work here. Keep the belly engaged, keep that side body lifted. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can slide that hand under that left side body and open back up. So we lower and reach, open back up. Now if this is too much, you can keep tapping the front of your mat like we were just doing. So you're just lowering down and coming back up. Or you can go for this rotation, gently lifting the hips up to make space for that sweeping arm last time. Good, and we hold here. Now, if your feet are not stacked, go ahead and stack your feet. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, lift that top leg as we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower your top leg to meet your bottom. Lower your right forearm to meet your left, and take a child's pose. Good. Now I'm going to switch sides again so you get a good view of what I'm doing here. And then when you're ready, come up onto your right forearm and side plank. So again, my feet are stacked. You do what feels good for you. Left arm is open wide towards the ceiling. Right rib cage is lifting up. And I gently tap my fingers and lift back up. So the idea here is like you're moving your arm through mud. So you're really creating some nice resistance using your own body weight here. And you're just gently tapping. So you're not letting your hand fall. You're in control of the entire movement. And you're just like you're tapping a hot pot, like you've just burnt your finger and you lift it right back up. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Now we curl that left hand under, lifting our hips, and we reach it back up. So your chest is moving as a unit. So I don't want to just see your left shoulder dropping down here, but rather your chest is staying in parallel with both shoulders staying parallel rather. And you're still squeezing that right side body, those obliques, those transverse abdominis, as you twist and rotate down. One more. Good. And then we go ahead and stack those feet. Again, lifting that top leg. If that feels good for you, we hold here for 5, 4. Keep that right side body lifted. 2. And lower the hands down to the mat and hold your plank for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and drop those knees. Send them back over your heels and take a nice stretch. Whew. Already burning. Yes. Side body work, side plank work is something I always seem to resist, which of course just means something I should be doing more of. So here we are. All right, now come standing on